I have done it. Excellent connection. Okay, sure, buddy. Let me give a link to Anindya Bhaiya since he wanted to watch the fucking stream but failed. Does it work? Can you answer me, you fuck? Full of fingers, amazing. Perfect timing. Great job. Concurrent viewers 0. বসতে পারছি পুরো বেদায় এনেছে fuck is why do you not speak? What's the fucking problem? Cool. Why you fucking left at the perfect time, right after I start this? What's your fucking problem? Why would you? Amazing. Shala. Okay. It's not live. Yeah, what? What? Then who the fuck is this concurrent viewer? I'm so confused. Oh my fucking god. Couldn't find the stream. Oh my god. What is this? I have a viewer. What the fuck is this shit? I am so confused. YouTube, for fuck's sake. Privacy public. Okay, I see it now. Cool. You got a sub right now. I know, I'm pretty sure that's on in the Bhaiya. It should be up now. Okay. Does this... Did I somehow cuck it? Where's the... How do I access the stream? What is this? Okay. This is streaming. I hope it's good. I'm so confused. Your channel. Create. YouTube Studio. I fucking... YouTube, no. Why can't I? Why is it difficult to access my stream? What is this? Videos. What is this? Live stream. Yes, amazing. Upcoming live stream. What? Sure, an upcoming live stream. Yes, yes. Delete forever. 18 plus only. Yes, yes, I understand. Well, obviously I'm going to be making questionable jokes and shit. So of course it has to be 18 plus only. Crucial team. Ha. What the fuck? Okay. How do I even? Oh my god, YouTube. Why are you like this? Why exactly are you like this, YouTube? Explain. There's literally like Twitch was so easy. Why is YouTube so weird? For fuck's sake. No, what? What the I hate this so much. Analytics. Okay. Overview, views, watch time, hours, real time updating. There's zero viewers. What do you mean there's zero viewers? Reach. What do you mean there's zero viewers? I am. What are you trying to do? I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure this out. Can you hear me properly? Okay. Shall I not restrict it to 18? Is there another viewer? Because I think Ananda Bhaiya is struggling because. Okay, let me do this. No, it's not made for kids. No, don't. Yes, yes. Save. Made it not 18 plus. Oh, but there's a problem. I don't care about my Twitch channel for obvious reasons. But if something happens to my YouTube channel, I would lose so many subscriptions, so much fucking history. That would be slightly problematic. Everything is fine. Why does it matter? I'm just potential videos. Just check whether it's streaming now. I guess YouTube is weird. I'm just trying to figure out why Ananda Bhaiya is struggling. Fall Guys stream, let's go. Tai naki. So found it. Okay, I have done it. Now I game. Now I do the Parthunax. I do the climbing. Hopefully YouTube doesn't make my fucking game lag more. I am the hunger. Since I have more people on my stream, I can do this now. Da 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 da. The high definition chips. Is it high definition enough? Now where the fuck am I going? Don't fucking start arguing about Witcher, please. How have I lost? How have I gotten myself lost? What is this? Please do, it's amazing. Okay, dude. Where the fuck am I going? Oh. Hi.
I am devoted to you, my Thane.
I'm sure you are. Why are you guys talking about Witcher instead of my high definition chip seeking? Can you really not hear the chip seeking? This is depressing.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
I have no strong love for the Stormcrows.
Hey, I'm তো তাও মরতেছি. Fuck is this?
Use
Oi.
clear skies to open the way to Parthenax.
You lie, you deceive. Clear skies. This time for real. Oh, okay. Okay, what fucking clear skies? Oh my god! Yeah, I know. Twitch stream does tend to work much better. Finish my chips.
Do let me know if I can be of service. If you need me, Thane, you have but to ask.
If I had a webcam right now, this would be the greatest chip seating ever.
I'm here if you need me, Thane.
Pause those cages again. Fuck is this? Okay, chips plus water is not a great combination. Okay, what the fuck is a deer doing here? Excuse me. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? No, it's a goat. What's a goat doing here? This makes literally zero sense. Okay. পাঁচের মধ্যে দুইটা রিং হান্দায় গোস্টে পাঠিয়ে দিছে পার্টনার্সের কাছে কুল স্টোরি ও মাই okay so was there something to read and was there something to listen I highly doubt there was anything to read or listen that would imply goat. Yes, clear skies, yes, but clear skies. Yes, I do. Yes, clear skies. What's your problem? Why does clear skies have a goat? Hi, do you have goat? No. A goat with two rings in its tassel. Why does clear skies have that? Why am I being the herd? Stop it. Stop it. I should take potions. I should take potions. I should take potions. Talking about the herd. No, I know about the herd. I am talking about the hi.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait, আমার বউ বাইর হয় না ও হাই বাইর already
The one
Hello.
inevitable truth. Life.
Hey, I almost have enough tea. Ah, I see. I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Are you gonna swim with your tree too? Will with your tree have a lot of mechs? If so, then I will. It depends on whether it's fun to play and possibly stream or not. What the fuck are you doing?
Where did you come from?
Is going with your tree? Yes, someday after this, I imagine. It does? Interesting. How much modding is there in this?
What's the last?
You can also get... Wait! Fuck you mean? Why shouldn't... Aha. And what do you mean you can get cucked? The fuck do you mean? I'm not playing that game. What do you mean? Explain yourself. And how much modding is there in Witcher 3? Will I have to mod it a lot? Will I have to suffer again? Second biggest modding community after Skyrim. I see. I should really go wash my hand behind it. took over. People still fucking play Oblivion? Okay. Question is, does Witcher 3 have a mod which lets me max basically half the entire planet, similar to Amorous Adventures on Skyrim? Otherwise the stream stuck. The stream isn't stuck. I went to drink water and take a piss and wash my hands and other things. Yes. I have done that, maybe, possibly. Oh hi! Oh hi, what the fuck are you doing here? I don't think I should be killing you. I really don't think I should try to killing you. Yes. I remember. I'm sure you are.
Who are you? What brings you to my
Excuse me,
my
what you say?
mountain?
I can't. First of all, I can't stream that. Second of all, I shouldn't just be straight up fucking playing porn.
I
I
am as
actually
my
was.
father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin.
I am racist, you are not.
Tell me,
Amazing.
why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Very cool. Sounds like a proper movie.
By long tradition, the Elder speaks first.
The elders speak
Hear
first.
my thumb.
What a Nola.
Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
I have another option. A possibly better option.
The word calls you. Go to it.
Dragon! It's a dragon!
Your head is fucking bloody, mate. Nola. Doesn't even deal any damage. Haha. Why can't I, oi, cunt, why can't I loot you? This is just an ideal, okay. Dragons have tears, okay.
The word calls you. Go. A gift, Dovahkiin. Yola.
Did you just say
Understand
no?
fire as the Dove do.
I assume you're giving me another...
Be afraid. Fasnu. Let me feel the power of your thum.
Is he secretly a masochist? He wants me to breathe fire on him. Excuse me. I have someone else I'd rather breathe fire on.
Do not be afraid.
Be careful!
Let me feel the power of your thum.
So this is awkward.
I am picky about what I eat, I think.
Breathe into me.
With the
Turnips
ah,
next.
yes,
radishes?
Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure
Why
of
is
speech
this so
with one of
funny?
my own
Why is
kind.
this perspective so funny? His nose is funny. His nose is funny, dude. But why is his nose funny?
So, you have made your way here to me.
Come back down, lad. Is he trying to show his superiority?
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon.
Okay.
But I do not know the Thum you seek, Croesus. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I can possibly rent thoughts.
Pruzha
That's a lie. This is such
as good
this
a
is such a
reason
fucking
as
lie.
any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokin? Would you stop the next world from being born?
Very much so, yes. Also, why do I feel like he's like similar to Astrid? He's sitting in some form of a weird sexy dragon way.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis.
I'm sure he is.
Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer.
Is that why I'm not dead yet?
But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question.
No, but I haven't even gotten the
Do
Amulet
you
of
know
Vengeance
why I
next to
live
yet.
here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye.
Somehow I feel like I haven't had this conversation, but I know I've had this conversation with him before.
Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
BRB, go get the door.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Very cool.
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them. Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hyun, the Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
And I myself am a Khajiit, amazing.
Vormendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself.
Amazing.
The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon, they would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni-Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran, incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
What's the difference between the 3? Fusfaim and Yol. What's the difference? Explain, bro.
Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Aha.
Which calls to you, Dova. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum arc mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
Alright, dude.
Look Thum.
I suppose video also got a lot of knowledge off of that. I came all the way up here for a fucking pickaxe. Huh? Although I can mine here. Is there anything else here? Items. Am I there now? Talk to Esbern or Arndio? Okay, Esbern.
Do let me know if I can be of service. I am your sword and it would be my pleasure. Lead on. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of.
Thank you.
So, you spoke to... Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? Sky, got you. Did he tell... Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Perhaps not, but this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Sky, such blasphemy. Take your question to the College of Winterhold. They may be able to help you.
I am your soul. And your shield.
I realized now that I was muted that entire time because of the Ajan. So I muted myself to be nice, and then I realized that I cucked myself because I said a lot of shit. And what I said is, I don't want to go to the fucking College of Winterhold right now. It's the most boring place on the planet. So instead, I'm going to look something up. Norse Adventures Skyrim SC. Solitude to শেষ Solitude literally 14 গোষ্ঠী সত্যি I only missed Carlotta in Whiterun, Companions, obviously didn't fuck Farkas or Vilkas, fucked every single one of these three, Temba Wide Arm, Riften, this is done. Windhelm. Windhelm has nothing other than Genos and oh, okay, cool story, dude. brutality. Nick is released. The art of Rigala. The mark of love. Ja. So basically I'm done with everyone other than wait, so I'm done. Wow. I've finished Amorous Adventures. Other than everyone other than Morthal, Winterhold and Dawnguard. This is wow. This is depressing. I've never been more depressed in my life. Holy shit. Okay. I have one thing left to do. Let me do that right now. This is so sad. I didn't realize I would be so sad right now. This is so sad. I can't smack people. Holy shit. This mod stopped updating in 2K18. If only they added more people to smacks in the coming years, I would have more people to smacks. This is so sad.
If you need me, Thane, you have but to ask.
Winterhold. I have one more smacks to smacks. I believe. Do I have one more smacks to smacks? No, I do not. No, I fucking do not. No, I do not. No, please. No, don't do me like this. This is so sad. I have no one left to smacks. This is so depressing. I am now officially sad. I guess there's two things in Winterhold and that other place, and Dawnguard has Rana, but still, this is so sad. This is so very sad. I'm so sad. This is so sad.
Do let me know if I can be of
I'm so
service.
sad.
Be careful. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I have a letter here from Quintus Navale in Windhelm. He said it was urgent.
Alchemy rewards
Looks like that's it.
inquisitive minds.
Got to go.
This is so sad. I'm so sad. Sure, buddy. Jarl's Longhouse. Jarl Longhouse attack.
You lost.
Very cool.
Or to believe I ever complained about Riften being cold. My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers.
Good to see you. With the Empire's help, Winterhold will be back on its feet in no time. I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I can assure you, though, that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city. You may have noticed the college, just to the north there. Very prestigious place. Mages from all over Tamriel traveled here to seek knowledge. After the Oblivion Crisis was over, many felt that magic users were to blame. Elves, to be specific. It created a great deal of tension. A good many dark elves were driven from the city, and people became uncomfortable with the presence of the college. Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered. Goodness, no. They're simply scholars. They mean no one harm. I've had several conversations with Archmage Aaron over the years. Oh, he's perfectly polite, if a bit guarded. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title, mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Keep safe.
What's the Jarl's wife?
Divine smile on you, friend.
Legate? Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Highly doubt this.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
Sure you can't. They care about wine. This is a horrible place. They really are poor, aren't they?
Sky. What do you need?
And one wooden door to the other, we all grew up.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold down.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
There's no women here. What is this?
Empire's in charge now, huh? Only a matter of time before we start getting bothered by them Thalmoricars, or... Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Be careful.
Hi, shocking turn of events.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then. You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living.
I see.
All right, then. What are you doing that for?
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink. Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready. You're right. What would my forefathers think if they knew I wasn't paying my debts? Tell Harren I'll bring her the gold I owe. Yeah. Empire's in charge now, huh? Only a matter of time before we start getting bothered by them Thalmoricars, or Justimores, you know, them elves. Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to... Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you burn them.
Excuse me. That's actually pretty expensive.
Good luck out there. Watch what you're doing.
Shocking.
I won't complain about Courier being gone, but I don't expect things to really be any different. Let's sate that appetite, huh?
It's so creepy when they say that.
I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college, though even that's dried up some. Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right? I wonder if I could ask a favor of you. It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean. Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love. See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolane. The two of them were very happy together, I thought.
Can I get in her pants?
One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day. I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. Until next time.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
Hello, friend. Now here's a man I'm glad to see. Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with. You'll wind up getting yourself killed. Dagger shouldn't have said a word about it. I love the man, bless his heart, but he doesn't know the whole story. One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. Good day.
Well, this is something. Get out the Heidelberg was going to have anything other than a dead body. What am I doing? Off to Vex I go. Please don't tell me this is Sapphire.
Your sword and your shield. Makers of my body, for your pleasure.
Stick to the rule. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day?
Where else would I want it but here, my thing?
Who's asking?
Fighting at your side.
Not him again. He came nosing around Riften a while back, making a lot of noise about me. He was persuaded to leave before he found me. Funny. I'd have thought she would have gone back to him by now. She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands on something valuable. Anything, really. I told her it was a bad idea. That she wasn't cut out for what'd be necessary, but she wouldn't hear it. So, I gave her some advice, pointed her towards Hobbs Fall Cave, and that was that. These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
Sure.
If you want... Then, it would be my... pleasure.
Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
Good morning.
I'm here if you need me, Thane.
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything. Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply.
I am.
Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you?
My Thane. Make use of my body for your pleasure.
What is it, Khajiit?
Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good.
What offer?
If you want sin, it would be my pleasure.
Can I help you?
Miss you, Thane.
If your look wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. My brother's a good-for-nothing drunk. We'd have lost the house by now if it were up to him. I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you?
I'm here if you
I
need
do
me,
what's
Thane.
necessary. Take a look.
Boom. Okay, good. Is there anything you have that's worth anything good? Like, I'll buy anything from you just to help you out, but dude, you have nothing. Guess I'll buy some ale. Sure, why not?
If
that
you're
would
looking,
just be
take a
really
look.
cruel and ruin you. Always an option. Yeah, I won't do that.
Until next
that
time.
sounds like a bad thing to be doing.
My Thane, make use of my body.
There'll be some
Pleasure.
water to go
What you thinking? Beyond the driving board. Just don't know it yet.
I am your sword and your shield. This land's tough and unforgiving.
Shall I be off to the Shrine of Azura?
That's a shout. Like the greybeards on the mountain.
Wonder if there's some better way to do this. I'm trying to force my way up there. Oh no. Oh no, I need to go up a different way anyway? There's a wall here. No one told me there would be a wall here. Yeah, okay, cool. Easy hacks. can't fucking believe this.
Not too shabby. Still have a limbs.
Perhaps feet are better than horse. Sometimes. I don't even know who gave me the Shrine of Azura thing. I just know it exists. Don't know who gave it to me, not how I got it. I just know that it exists.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. This shrine was built by the Dunmer. As our land was scorched by fire and brimstone, Azura's prophecies led us to safety. She is a Daedra, a powerful being who watches from beyond our mortal plane. She has chosen you to be her champion. You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter. She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it. My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted almost 200 years ago. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all. Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance. Yes, champion of Azura. Azura is watching over you, and certain things are expected of me.
I understand.
This has all been foreseen, and we must play our parts.
Fuck's sake.
To better serve your role as Azura's champion, it will be my pleasure to help you any way that I can. Yes, champion of Azura. This has all been foreseen, and we must play our parts.
Wait. But none of the desires have been met. Excuse me, what is this? Did I just get talked out of
Do
flight?
let me know if I can be of service.
Yes, champion. Azura. This is all. To better serve your role as Azura's champion, it will be my pleasure to help you any way that I can. Twilight, guide your path.
Alright.
I am your sword and your shield.
cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. All right, then. I've got your back.
What the fuck is this, bro? That seems to be a dragon.
Welcome to the College of Winterhold. I am Feralda, one of the senior wizards here. I trust you found your journey to Winterhold not entirely unpleasant. Now, I must advise you that if your only purpose in being here is to complain, you would be far better off speaking with the Jarl of Winterhold. If, however, you seek something more, I will be happy to assist you. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. It is no great secret that we have been unjustly blamed for a great many things over the years. The good people of Skyrim, on occasion, would rather pass judgment than attempt to understand what we do here. Thus, we must take certain precautions in order to secure our safety. Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? I look forward to it.
Let me know if I can be of service.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. No matter what, the college will endure. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. We are the only group left in Skyrim dedicated to this study of the arcane. There are others who study, to be sure, but they do so in private and often in secret. No, not recently at least. We don't mistake that for acceptance, though. Odds are they're simply too afraid to confront us directly. And most of us are quite satisfied with that. No, not... We don't and most of us are quite Why specifically stars? Wait, you aren't referring to... No. There's no way you would know about that. It was a few years ago. A few of the mages got overconfident and were exiled. They had no talent anyway. I hear one of them, Nellikar, still hangs around the frozen hearth. Guess he has nowhere else to go, poor thing. No, we don't and most of us are quite satisfied with that. If you can pass the test, then yes. Yes, you were going to demonstrate your ability, were you not? The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed. Huh? Look, you didn't hear it from me, okay? But, if that's what you want, you'd better go see Mirabelle Irvine.
Aha! 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 I have done this! I have done this! I have found one more! Another slaying to be done!
I'm devoted to you, my Thane.
No matter what, if you can pass the test, then yes. Excellent. Yes, you were going to demonstrate your ability, were you not? Winter holds glory days. If you can pass the test, then yes.
What fucking test? What am I doing? Oh dear. Getting bugged out and sent into the wrong places. I understand.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Ah! Don't do that!
My honor to serve you, Thane. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much.
The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid.
but it really is quite valuable. You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. Until next time.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Aran, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Until next time.
College of Winterhold has to be the most fucking boring thing in the entire game.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Balmor received no such treatment. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage.
Very good. Then we're done here.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. I am at the Archmage's perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college. Well, perhaps that is why you're merely an apprentice here. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here.
I'm here if you need me, Thane.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings.
If you need me, Thane, you have but to ask.
And the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations.
I
Now,
am your
if you'll
sword
please
and
follow
your
me,
shield.
I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
I'm right behind you.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours.
God, it looks disgusting.
Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
But hey, there's money to be made.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
It's so boring. So unnecessarily long and so boring. Fucking College of Winterhold.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you. Until, if you work...
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Until next time. Just like anywhere else, it's all about who you know. Lucky for you, you know me.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and
This house? It's just perfect.
It can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
I am your sword and your shield.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthor nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man
Before you
hope.
even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? I've just been asked enough questions. I'm here to learn not to explain myself over and over. Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains. Not really, just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think. So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him, but he clearly doesn't trust any of us. Until next time.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
You know, this is one of a very few places where you can receive a real education in the schools of magic.
If you need me, Thane, you have but to ask. If you need me, Thane, you have but to ask. I miss you, Thane.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
It's good to see you again. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Winterhold. I grant you this weapon from the armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify the guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. All right, then.
Your sword and your shield. Won't save your skin. I don't plan on being killed by the likes of you.
Come on.